This is John Paul Rye, some people call me Entertainment Hacker, and I am guest hosting for Flipped Out here again. I'm going to be talking about why we get called sexist even though we say we like all these characters from the 80s, Sarah Connor, Ripley from Alien, a lot of us like Kill Bill, Beatrix Kiddo, of course, Leia from Star Wars, and the list goes on. I even like Shamus Aaron from Metroid. Shamus Aaron from Metroid I even like. That's a female. But I go on the Mary Sue once in a while, I argue a bit in the comments, things like that, and I ask them, guys, how come if I say I don't like Rey, Rose, Holdo, Ghostbusters 2016, and these woke female characters, but I do like all these other ones from the 80s, why am I sexist? Explain. What they said was, well, you're sexist because you like women who are abused and knocked around and are weak. Wait a minute. So Sarah Connor and these iconic females from Game of Thrones and Ripley, Beatrix Kiddo from Kill Bill are weak? Yes, they got beat around. That's true. But the thing is, when you get beat around, you come back, you bounce back, you beat your enemies. You don't start from the top tier and look down on everyone and kick your enemies' asses. That's not fun. That's what I don't want to see. That's why I don't like characters like Holdo. Holdo is just Admiral. Miraculously. No backstory. She replaces Akbar. She's Admiral. She saves the day. She's great. And Rey, we know the story with Rey. She's unexplainably awesome. We might get an explanation in The Rise of Skywalker. I don't know. I hope so. But as of now, as of episode 7 and 8, she's just great. Luke Skywalker, push him aside on the island. Original Ghostbusters, we don't need them. Let's make a mistake and then remake the movie 3 years later when we learn our mistake and put the original Ghostbusters in. How about Thor? Well, let's have Thor be a woman. I know, it's a little more complicated than that, and the original female Thor is created by Stan Lee in 1962, but the point is, there's this pattern where they're really pushing for this girl power and putting the men down, and they're going to say that I'm sexist because I'm A, noticing a pattern, and B, I don't like the right type of women characters. Kind of ridiculous. Also, one side of me says, it's just fiction. It's a movie. They're genders of characters. Why can't I choose which gender I prefer seeing or I like as a character without being called a sexist, a right wing, a toxic man, something like that? So what? You know what? In Kill Bill, I think a woman fits the role very good. That's fine. In Thor, I think a man fits the role. So what? What if I pick and choose these things? And I figure, oh, well, a man works here, a woman works here, man works here. When the man's already established, it makes it a little harder to see the woman in that role, such as Batwoman, okay? I know Batwoman's an actual character, but she's actually taking the mantle of Batman in this case, and I know, that doesn't really work for me. So what? Doesn't mean I'm a sexist in everything I do, everything I say. If I was hiring someone for a job, I'd take the best person for the job. Let's say I'm hiring someone for this channel or another channel, and the man comes in, I'll get you 75 subscribers a week, or my contract's up. Woman comes in, I'll get you 175, or my contract's up. Who am I taking? I'm taking the woman. Hands down. Best person for the job. That's it. It's that simple. So, you know, it doesn't mean I'm a sexist all round as a person if I like a certain gender, as a character, as a superhero, especially if that gender's been established for decades and decades and decades. Just saying, you know, it's getting a little too much of the labeling and name-calling and assumptions, and especially assuming why I like certain characters. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of here fighting SJWs, I guess you could say lefties. I don't like saying left-wing, right-wing, but, you know, that kind of thing. I think Flipped Out is too. Anyway, I'm doing shout-outs, special thanks, things like that. This isn't my channel, though, but I'm sure Flipped Out wouldn't mind the shout-out, so I'm going to give a shout-out to... I forgot. I gotta end it. I'm rambling. Click subscribe here, there, everywhere. See you next time.